Hello loves, welcome to another journaling video. I'm so excited to do this one today. So today we are going to be doing the September calendar in the Traveler's Notebook in the blank monthly insert, as I have been doing. And if you have been following me, I've done, I think I did the June and July on camera. I've just started doing this. So I did a July and then I tested out a Leo season calendar because I'm an astrologer, intuitive healer, if you're new here. And I didn't like it, so I glued those pages together and then I did an August calendar. So I wanted to see the sun season on one page, but it was really jarring seeing the numbers out of order like that. So what I've done is delineate Leo season to Virgo season so I can see everything that's happening inside of that, but not lose my mind when I look at the calendar and have it be somewhat regular. And the reason, well, the way that I'm going to circumvent that is by doing these videos and getting my calendar for the next month ahead before the sun season changes. So that I even have Virgo season video, September calendar video on my calendar. Is that funny? So I'm actually doing it out of order. I'm going to do the calendar video and then there will be a Virgo season video coming up after this that will explain all of the astrology. So I've gone ahead and pre-dated again. So September's ready to go. And I'm just going to do stickers. I'll give you all the astrology dates so that you can track along with me. And we'll see how this comes together. So very first thing, if you're doing this with me, I always do the days of the week up top. I do a Monday start, and Monday starts, or the first starts on a Monday, and then there's only 30 days in September, so it ends on a Tuesday. So let's see, I think I'm gonna do it that way. And then I have grabbed a few stickers ahead of time so that I can try to circumvent my forever navigating what stickers I'm going to use. It's really interesting doing this on camera and realizing how long it actually takes. So these are Serica Studio stickers, and I had actually purchased this Into the Forest sticker. I'll show you a full one, kind of ahead of time for a potential September, October-ish theme. And I used nearly all of them. So I've already ordered another one. And then I've got some travel coming up too. So I've got a couple of those set aside. But I am going to use some of them from this last one, and I might grab a few from here as well. But as I've said before, this is the Traveler's Notebook blank monthly, and I hate this little stamp thing that they have up here. So I always like to put stickers over there, and then we'll kind of decorate it and see how it's gonna go. So I was thinking for decoration, since we already have the dates in, and I'm kind of thinking I might use all of these. I really love the teapot and I love the jam, and I always make jam. I make it all year long, but I'm a fan of making strawberry jam. It's so easy. I actually think I even have a video of it on Instagram somewhere. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a fern this way. And then I was thinking about putting this up top over that, and maybe I'll use the pine cone somewhere else. And actually there's a couple other stickers I might grab for this because I am going into the woods again, and I got a great, I'll show it to you now and just get it out. I got a great new sticker from Serica Studio that is evergreen trees and pine cones. So I might actually toss one of those in there too. There it is. I mean, it's perfect. So I'll set that aside too as a potential to use. But I love that. And let me know if you're doing this along with me. It's just my favorite thing ever. Like I said, I'm an astrologer, intuitive healer. That's the main part of my business. But I also really got into journaling this year, and I have a Traveler's Notebook, Hobonichi, Midori, all the things, and I love it. And I love it so much that I was like, hey, I want to share it on my YouTube. Oops-a-daisy. Okay, I guess it's going there. Interesting how that happens. I'm going to actually try to pull it. Sometimes if you pull it slowly, it will come back off. Okay, perfect. That's why I have that. Sometimes, does anyone ever have this problem? It's like you almost need 2 of these clips because, and I have a different one for my GU weekly calendar, but I kind of wanted it to go like that. Okay, and then I think I'm going to place this over the top of it. Okay, and I was actually debating, do I want to do like the pine cone there? And then I've got more pine cones, so if I want to do something more down here, and I'm going to be gone, I might do a bird actually, like I did. I love these little birds. All my stickers that I'm using are Serica Studio, and I love her birds. I just got those for the first time too. So that's super fun. And I will try to link all the stuff in this video that I'm using, the stamp set and all of that. I've done that in quite a few other videos. Yeah, I'm gonna go like that. Love it already. Okay, so there's that. And then before I do any more stickers, I'm gonna do the special days. I like to do those with these Serica Studio stickers, or I've got circle ones that I've used before too, but I'm loving these octagon ones. Let me get these out of the way actually. This, okay, this is really awkward to hold this and also get that out of the way. Whoops. Okay. And then, so these are going to be personal to me, but this is how I like to style it anyway. And I wasn't sure I was going to like these shapes. I've always just gotten the circles, but I really like it. Okay. So that's there. And then I'm going to do the dates now, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Actually, what I will do is I'll put the full and the new moon down as well. So I'll link these as well, but I really wish that they would make a page of these with just new and full moon. I do not need all these little phases on the inside. So just to use these, I just use the one that is the closest. So I will talk about this more in my Virgo season video, but we are in eclipse season. Even as I do this right now, we entered it at the full moon in Aquarius, because the portal for eclipse season opens 1 month before. So new moon in Virgo, that's not an eclipse, and then we're going to have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th, and then we are going to have a new moon solar eclipse on September 21. And eclipses are just a full-on death and rebirth. I see it almost as like a defibrillator with the heartbeat of the earth. September 7 full moon, so I'm going to grab the closest one I can that looks like a full moon. And then we'll go new moon on the 21st. So that one actually I still have. Okay. Okay, so this first one is Pisces, and it's a lunar eclipse. I mean, that's big time. It's gonna be a cleanup on aisle 6 here. And this one is Virgo. and it's a solar eclipse. Okay. All right, other dates. September 1, Saturn is going to go into Pisces. So Saturn and Neptune have been retrograding together back and forth over the Pisces-Aries axis, and it is doing its final journey there. And then it will be back in Aries, and that is the kind of start of the new world. Saturn being structure and Neptune being the dream, and dissolving the old structure into the new, which again, I will talk about more in the Virgo season video. So then we have Mercury going into Virgo on the 2nd. I mean, this is a spicy month, y'all. I'm just telling ya, this is a lot going on. So Mercury's coming into Virgo just before we go into Virgo season. There's actually quite a few things coming into Virgo. Then we've got the full moon, Pisces lunar eclipse on the 7th. Pisces sits opposite Virgo, so it's kind of like the new moon in Virgo is actually prepping it's actually setting the stage, is a good way to put it. Okay, then Mercury's gonna go, oh, whoops. Is that right? Oh yeah, because there's no retrogrades. We're direct now, so it's going quickly. Mercury changes about every 2 weeks when it's not in retrograde. So Mercury's gonna go into Libra on the 18th. Okay, so clean up for voice, and then voice is going to be balancing the scales during this eclipse season. That's very interesting. Okay, Venus is also going to go into Virgo on the 19th. So I need to leave space for my special date there. So I'm gonna go Venus, Virgo, and then we've got the solar eclipse, and then Mars is going to go into Scorpio on the 22nd. Okay, and then the sun will go into Libra, oh, also on the 22nd. I didn't really leave space for that, did I? Sun, Libra. Okay, so this is kind of awkward because it's off the edge of the page, but I have been using a pink highlighter, which I forgot to set out for this, to delineate. So I will put that here later. And let's see what else. I've got my special days. So yeah, this is a really big month. This is going to be quite interesting. Oh, I'm going to need to stamp. So this is the part where I'm going to stamp, try to put this in view, September. So I haven't really decided if I want to do the whole word or if I want to abbreviate, because this is such a long month, a long word. In my Hobonichi, I always abbreviate, but here I feel like I have more space, so a lot of times I will do the full. Okay, I just decided to do the whole thing. I wish that my monthly journaling videos and the energy updates went together. I used to do monthly updates, and then I decided that I wanted to do it with the sun season because there is a moon cycle, full and new moon, that sits inside of every sun season, and they sit on an axis and they tell a story. And they tell a story based on what's going on in the sun season and all the other things. So I decided that the energy updates that I do also on here, I wanted to do with that. So this is kind of an adjunct. You have to think about, okay, we're doing this ahead so that you can see the whole Virgo season and what's happening. Okay. So let's see, next, I've got some travels planned, so I'm going to do based on that. Going to the beach. Yeah. Oh, also, before we do that, I always like to write my goals here on the side. And then I'll transfer those from the last month, whatever didn't get completed. And I like to leave the bottom space a little bit open, but I've got this space for decoration, which is kind of great. So I might add some different things there. All right, so I think I'm gonna do a shell here. Do I want to do, I think I'm going to do it here. Okay. And then I'm teaching at a yoga retreat in Santa Fe over this weekend. So that's on my website if you want information about that. It will be very lovely. Okay, so I'm going to write that in. It's a little bit awkward here with the thickness of this. I almost should have taken this out. I'll just do it like that. Okay. I'll go like that. So that'll be fun. I wish I had some cactus stickers for this. That would be kind of awesome. Let's see. Okay, let's see about doing, so I'll add those later, and I'll add some of the personal information and all that later. And usually you can see, like when I do my video initially, then I add a bunch of stuff later because I don't know it all ahead of time. So I am going to be, like I said, traveling to Santa Fe, so I thought it would be cute to use some of those, maybe this, and then it would be nice to like maybe decorate some stuff down here. So let's see, this would be kind of cute to do an airplane right there, or this little flight sticker. Kind of like the idea of using the flight tag sticker because then I can use up this sheet before I move on. Let's see. Sometimes these stickers like to stick to, I'm actually going to put it here because it was going to cover up my word. And I could also use the, maybe I will do that actually, that would be kind of cute, to put a little plain sticker right there also. I love this little passenger number sticker. I love this whole sheet. I actually ordered 2 more of these in my last order because it's so cute. So yeah, come to Santa Fe and do yoga with us. I'm going to teach astrology and yoga nidra, and we're going to have an awesome welcome night at a winery in Taos on Friday. So that will be super fun. So I've got both of those in, and then I'm not feeling like I need to do a ton of decoration there. Let's see, maybe, well, that one's done now. I love this teapot. I ended up using this on another thing, and I thought it was so friggin' cute. So it's kind of a cute idea to put some of those along here, but I actually think right now I'm gonna leave it blank and just kind of see what the month tells me. See if there's anything else that wants to come along there. I could look at any other stickers and just see, do I want to do like a coffee cup? I just got a new sheet of the coffee and I love that. This kind of idea of like, you know, the seasons are changing and do we want to have a little bit of warmth? But I actually think I'm going to leave it right now, and just kind of see what the month shows me. So let's see, one more. Maybe I'll look at this. Do I want to do like a evergreen tree? I kind of like that, actually. I think I'm going to do this one. That's really cute. And let's see about anything else. So as far as dates go, if there's anything, if you want to do any of this stuff with me, I do moon ceremonies at all of the full and new moon. They're pre-recorded audio. The first half an hour is an astrology update, an energy update, and the second half is a group healing session. Those live on my website, and if you get on my newsletter, I send notifications for all of those. And then there is an intuitive collage class that I teach at each one of these. So I didn't actually write the dates down for when I'm going to be teaching collage. It's always on a Friday, and it's always at 3 p.m. Pacific. And I forgot to write those dates down so that I could put those in here. Collage, it's probably going to be the 5th, and it wouldn't, I don't know when I scheduled it because I've got so much going on here, but I can put those in the show notes because then you can do it along with me. So like I said, the moon ceremonies show up in my shop a couple days before, and then the collage class is always on a Friday at 3 p.m. And we will do that, and you're welcome to come anytime. It's one of my favorite things to practice. And all right, I hope you have a wonderful September. I hope this was helpful to kind of get you in. It's a little bit jarring to me, honestly, I almost feel like I'm only barely getting settled into August, even though, you know, it's already half over as I'm recording this. So, but it's interesting to look at this ahead, and I really love it because then I can see everything that's happening inside of the Virgo season, and I will be doing the Virgo season energy update next. So stay tuned for that. All right, take care. Have a wonderful September. Have a wonderful month, and you're welcome to join any of my offerings at any time. There's astrology appointments, energy healing, all kinds of stuff. There's just more than you can even imagine. And I'm a teacher on Insight Timer, so you can find me there as well. There's a 3-part astrology series there, a 40-day learn to chant, energy, medicine, and the chakras. I just published a new one on the healing properties of essential oils, so that should be up soon as they approve it. And that's it. All right. Love you. Take care. Let me know if you're doing this along with me. I'd love to know who is here and who is playing along and loves journaling and calendaring as much as I do, and or astrology. All right. Take care.